2 months ago, I was laid off. Now, I had seen the writing on the wall about a year and a half earlier, so I started preparing. I started saving aggressively and sharpening my skills in the stock market and in the gold market. And honestly, that preparation gave me peace of mind because when the layoff finally came, it didn't feel like it was the end. It felt like a chance to take back control of my time and focus on the things that really matter to me. And that's why I want to talk about trading inside of this video. Not as a get rich quick scheme, but as a real skill that you can build. A skill that gives you options when life doesn't go the way you planned or even expected. And whether you've already been laid off or you're worried that you might be next, I'm going to show you how trading can give you a safety net. And in just a minute, I'll share the mindset shift that allowed me to turn a layoff into an opportunity. So here's why this matters so much. Jobs can disappear overnight. You can do everything right at the job and still wake up to an email or a phone call saying that your job is gone. It might be a government shutdown. Maybe the company had to restructure. Or maybe it just came down to numbers on the balance sheet and guess what? They don't have enough money for your position anymore. But the effect is the same. You go from having a stable income to uncertainty in a single moment. And that's exactly how I felt right before my layoff. You start running through questions in your head like, how long can I cover my bills? How long do I have before my savings run out? And basically, what if this lasts longer than I think it will? It's really scary because if your plan is a paycheck, one decision can put you back at the start. And that is why trading matters. Trading won't stop layoffs from happening. But if you treat it like a real skill, it can give you something no layoff could ever take away from you. It can give you control over your income and your own time. Now, don't get me wrong, trading is not magic. In the beginning, there is a grind to it. You have to spend time learning how the market moves, just like you'd put in the hours learning any other profession. But here's where most new traders get stuck. They jump into YouTube, binge watch a whole bunch of videos, download PDFs, and then start following 10 different strategies all at once. One person says, trade this pattern. Another person says, use this indicator. You can't fail. And after a while, you're drowning in information and even more confused than when you actually started. That was totally me in the beginning. I was putting in the hours, but I wasn't building the real skills inside of the market. I was just burning out. And what finally changed things around was adding structure to all of that grinding I was doing on the charts. That's when trying to learn how to trade stopped feeling random and started turning into something I could actually trust and profit from. So when I first started trading, I thought the more time that I spent on the charts, the faster I get profitable. So I was glued to my phone, staying up late at night, and then also stressing out trying to catch the right trade. It kind of felt like a second job in the beginning, and it wasn't the type of freedom that I was looking for. But the truth is, in the beginning, you have to put in those hours because there is no secret formula where you basically just skip all of the work and instantly you start making money from the markets. But here's where I went wrong. My grind had very little structure. I was taking random trades out of boredom, exiting too early out of fear, and then chasing every new strategy that I saw on YouTube. So to give you an example, I would check the charts and I would see something in the market that looked like it was a good trade. Now, just because I decided to open up the charts at that particular time does not mean that there's an opportunity for me to trade. I had all of the effort, but it wasn't building to anything solid. And maybe you feel the same way right now. Maybe you're putting in the time, but without a clear process. The process just isn't showing up for you. And if you're listening to this thinking, that's exactly where I am right now. I'm doing all of this work, but I'm not getting anywhere inside of the markets. Well, I've got 2 resources for you that could really help you out right now. And if you're brand new, the Trading Launchpad will give you the foundation so that way you can stop wasting months piecing information together from YouTube, especially like I did in the beginning. And if you've already started trading, but you want to finally get consistent without being glued to your charts 24/7, that's exactly what I teach inside of the Profitable Traders Academy. Both links are in the description box below when you're ready to check them out. But don't click off yet because in a moment, I'm going to show you how I turned trading from something that was basically just a fun hobby and drained my time into something that was a tool that actually gave me my time back. And it also helped me make some money as well. So for me, the breakthrough came when I finally realized that it wasn't about how many hours I was spending on the chart. It was about how focused I was during that time. And I thought about it like this: if I'm splitting my attention between trading and something else, I can't expect to get good results. But when I give the market my full attention in the time that I've set aside, then that's when the real progress happens. So I built a simple routine that I could do before work and after work. And then that meant marking up my charts, looking at price points, and deciding exactly ahead of time what I was looking for. So instead of staring at screens for hours and hours, not really getting anywhere, I would check during the high volume times. And I took the trade if it was there, and then if there was nothing there, I just walked away. So this structure that I built for myself gave me my evenings back, and to think about it, even to this day, I still check charts on my phone. I still stay up late sometimes and watch the market, but now it's not stressful. I know exactly what I'm looking for, and I'm not guessing anymore. I am waiting for very specific things to happen inside of the market before I show up and take a trade. That shift turned trading from a second job into a lever that I could pull anytime I wanted to in order to buy back my time. So what's actually possible when you treat trading like a skill? Well, for me, it meant that when my layoff came, I didn't panic. I had another lever to pull. And for my members, it looks like paying off debt, covering expenses that just pop up out of nowhere, or finally feeling like they are not at the mercy of their job. Most people start to feel confident within about 3 to 6 months with a lot of focused practice. But consistent profitability usually comes around the 12 to 18 month point. And it's not because you're chasing every single trade that you see inside of the market, but it's because you're following one simple process and you're also tracking the results on that as well. And that's the key. When you commit to the skill, trading becomes something that layoffs and shutdowns can't take away from you. It becomes your safety net. So if you've already been laid off, or you're worried about what might be next, let me remind you of something. You have power. A layoff can take your paycheck, but it can't take your skills. And trading is one of those skills that once you build it, no employer, no shutdown, nothing can ever take it away from you. And if you're just getting started, the Trading Launchpad will help you build your foundation in the right way. And if you're ready to push towards consistency and make trading fit into your life, then the Profitable Traders Academy is going to be your next step. Inside of the program, I'll help you cut down your screen time, create a process that works for you and your life. And you'll have the confidence to finally trust your trades. Both links are below in the description box below, so go ahead, start where you are, take back control of your time and your future through trading. On the screen, there are some videos that'll help you trade with more confidence and clarity. I'll see you there.